Hi lovelies, my name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup.misfit. And today, even though it's a day late, I've got my Alice in Wonderland project update for you. I think this is update 7, which is kind of mind-blowing to think about that we're this far into the project already. But I'm going to be chatting about some of the products that have been in here for what feels like that long. Some newer products, some older products. So let's just dive on into the products that are probably going to be around for a little bit longer. We know that I had pulled in this MAC Skin Finish highlighter in Double Gleam for the prompt Follow the White Rabbit, which is a product that you purchased because of the hype or that it was on trend. My goal is to hit pan on here. And like I said, with being on the 7th update, I am curious to see if I'm actually going to hit pan on this by the finale, which is in July. Now, if I hold it this way, I think you might be able to, this is kind of what I was talking about last month, but it had already smoothed over and kind of evened itself out. But this is what the highlight ends up looking like. So I feel like I'm slowly but surely getting there, but it's almost like there's just a lot of layers to this in a sense, only because of how these little dips are created. And again, it could be the brush that I'm using and how I'm using it. But I feel like it's going to be a little bit longer before I hit pan. I am curious to see if I can do it by July, if that's possible. I've been wearing this basically every single day. There's been a few days where I was reaching for other stuff. So, and even then, sometimes I would pair this with it as well. But this has been getting a lot of use. I do really love it. So I am enjoying pulling it out and reaching for it all the time. I love the way that it applies, even though I'm into the super high shine highlighters. I just love this like luminosity and the glow and the everything that it gives you. So this is definitely a love of a highlighter right now. I'm just slowly but surely making my way there. We'll see. If I don't hit pan by the end of the finale of this project, that's okay. I got a lot of use on it and I'm happy with that. So we'll see where we end up. But for now, she's staying in for a little bit. Another highlighter that I want to get some use on is my mini Becca Moonstone highlighter. And this one, I just want to create a dip. I don't want to hit pan or anything like that. This was untouched as I pulled it into this project. I did completely finish off the other mini Moonstone one that I had a long time ago, probably a couple years ago at this point. This one, like I said, I just wanted to create a dip and I was gonna just kind of focus on my MAC one first and then reach for this one, but I want to reach for this as I feel as well. I don't want to make sure I hold off because if I'm not hitting pan on this by the end of the finale, I still want to get some use on this one. So I actually have used it. This is the first time since I have rolled this in that I've gotten any use on this, and I have used it a total of 2 times, which is really nice. It doesn't look much different, but you can see a little bit of the, the remnants, the followed around the pan. So we can see that I've actually used it, which is exciting. So I, will still reach for this as I feel. That's how I'm going to continue to wear it. And if this one's in here until the end of the project as well, then it is what it is. But I really do enjoy both of these highlighters that I'm working on. So they kind of, in a sense, remind me of each other, just in like the application, like with how, smooth they go on. So I do really like them, and I'm not complaining that they're in here by any means. So another product that has been in here for a few months, oh sorry, that this was for the Drink Me, the Shrinking Potion prompt. So for the prompt, the Mad Hatter, a product that you forgot you had, I have my prompts over off to the side, so that's what I'm looking at. I pulled in this e.l.f. lipstick lip product. I want to completely finish it off. I don't wear it every single day, but I do wear it quite often, and I do think like it's definitely making progress. I'm wearing it right now. I had applied it this morning and reapplied it before I sat down to film, just because it does come off easily, but that's okay. I don't mind. But yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying this. Sometimes I will apply another lipstick on top of it. I just kind of use this as a base. I do think I really like the stick formats for lip products because I don't wear lip liner, but I feel like this is a good way to kind of get that lip liner effect in a way. Like I can kind of line my lips because I feel like they're just so small, and especially my top lip, there's no like real definition to it. So when I do just apply a lipstick just as is out of the bullet, I feel like my lips get kind of lost. Whereas with this, at least I can take it, even though it is a little too creamy to really like define my lips. I can at least outline them a little bit, fill it in, and then if I feel like wearing something on top of it, then I can. So I really do like this. Like the format of it. I don't mind this actual product itself. Sometimes I feel like the color is a little too almost making my lips look like they're dead. Sometimes I really do enjoy it, and I don't really feel that way about it. But nonetheless, this will be in here for a few more months at least, but I am enjoying wearing it when I do. Another product that has been in here for a couple of months now is the Cheshire Cat, so a product that you had to wait to come back into stock before you could purchase. My Cover FX, the Blush Duo in Soft Peach. I have officially reached my 10 uses. I reached for this 8 more times, plus some over the last month or so. I had 2 uses on it last month. I was wearing the peach shades in my Pan That Face palette. If you've seen that video, that update that went up a couple weeks ish ago, week and a half ago, the Jouer Rose Cut Gems palette, I think it's called. The peaches in there, I was pairing this with those as well for the remainder of the uses, and then I think I just continued to use it. I really did enjoy this. Again, it is very like crumbly, but I just dipped into both of them like I have been every time I do happen to reach for this. I kind of dip into here, and then apply. So I've been getting some decent use on this, and I'm really happy, but I am excited that I get to roll it out because I get to roll something else in for this update. Then last but not least, I rolled in the Prompt Wonderland Croquet, so something that you're going to use for an entirely different purpose. And I wanted to pull in a Too Faced eyeshadow. This one right here. This is from the Chocolate Bonbons palette. These are the only 2 shades that I have left. And I wanted to use this a total of 5 times, but I wanted to use it in my brows. So I have used it twice. And I do need to... I'm kind of glad that I only have a 5 use goal on it because for 1, it's short. But for 2, the first time I used this shade, like I was just dipping into this little piece here, I think. No, right over here. There's a tiny little indent. So that's just where I was dipping my brush into because it fits in there perfectly. But when I wore this the very first time, first, it's a little too red. So only having 3 more uses, it's not a big deal. I can make it work. I can do it while I'm not going to work on my days off. It's not the end of the world. But the very first time I wore this, it was almost like it didn't actually adhere to my brow hairs, and it just like was underneath them and like on my skin. It was so weird to look at. The second time, I don't think it was quite as bad. So I am really curious to see over the next 3 uses that I'm eventually going to get on this, how it looks, because today I'm wearing the Makeup by Mario palette and my eyebrows, which is what I normally do. And I feel like it's filling in the brows, it's giving it that fullness, it's giving it the color, it's making it look like a fuller brow. This didn't. It was like it just kind of went under, like onto my skin. It was almost like the brow hairs weren't there. You could see the brow hairs separate from the color. It was the weirdest thing. So I am really curious to continue to get those 3 uses and see if that's how it looks for the rest of it, because it was definitely really strange. And again, the second time I used it, I don't think it was as bad, but it definitely still didn't look as full as it has been when I use, my Makeup by Mario palette or really any other brown matte eyeshadow that I've ever used in my brows. So this was just definitely super strange, but I'm super curious, but I'm also like don't want to wear it because of that at the same time. So like I said, maybe on my days off when I'm not doing any running around or anything like that, I will throw this into my brows and see what happens. But that is super strange. So out of all of that, I get to roll in 1 brand new prompt. So we are going to do that here. I have everything pulled off to the side. I have quite a few prompts already rolled out. So let's see what we're gonna roll in. And, oh, my phone's gotta get turned on, I charged it. And see if we need to re-roll for anything that has already been in this project. Because we don't need to re-roll prompts. Or we don't need to use the same prompt more than once. Okay, I'm gonna let my phone turn on and then I will come back and roll with you guys. Okay, I'm back. Phone is charged. We are ready to roll and find out what prompt is going to be rolled in next. So there are 23 prompts. So we're gonna go 1 through 23 and see what we get. Number 13 is the gardens of one of your prettiest products, and I have already had that prompt. So we are gonna roll again. Number 20 is off with their heads. So a product with a cap or a lid. And I don't think I've had that. Not that I can see. Okay, I'm gonna go find a product that has a cap or a lid, and I'm gonna come back and see what I'm gonna be working on for the next little bit. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So the product that I'm gonna pull in is actually the Painterly Paint Pot by MAC. Now, I purchased this, I think it was during their Mac's Black Friday sale, and I purchased a mascara for my mom and this for myself, and I ended up getting 2 packages. I don't know if I ever mentioned this on my channel before, but I ended up getting 2 packages. I thought that they had, separated the items. No, they had given me 2 of each. So I have 2 Painterly paint pots. My mom has the one mascara and I have the other. And I bought this because I was like, you know what? I want to try and use this as an eye base. I have only used it twice, maybe 3 times. So I actually want to start using it and getting into the habit of using it as a base. And I think that's kind of what my goal is going to be, which is a little bit different, but I want to just get into that habit. So my goal is to create the habit of using a base. So hopefully we'll see how often I use this over the next few weeks. I'm not wearing eye makeup today. Today is honestly day 3 that I have not been wearing eye makeup. I am wearing mascara right now, but I have just been feeling not the best. So the idea of having to put on eye makeup isn't even the issue, but it's like taking it off after work, which is after midnight. I just don't have the energy to even think about or do. So I'm like, you know what? I haven't really been wearing it lately. I feel like I should get back into it, but I'm hoping, to kind of start feeling a little bit better. Obviously I'll be wearing it over the next few days or so because my birthday's coming up. I'm celebrating my birthday over the weekend. So of course I'll be wearing it then and whatnot, but yeah, I'm just trying to feel a little bit better first. So we'll see how often I wear it this, over the next few weeks. But this project goes until July, so this might be in here, until then, because if I do create the habit, then obviously I will just continue to use this, but roll it out of the project so that I can get something else in here. That's obviously the point. You want to try and get through all of the prompts before the end of the project from July to July. So let's see how long that takes. I'm curious. I'm excited to start using it, actually get some use on it. See if I feel like it makes a difference with, the stay power of my eyeshadow. See if I like it. See how it blends. I think the color is nice. Like I said, I've only worn it twice, maybe 3 times. But I really didn't pay attention as to whether the longevity and whether my eyeshadows held up or anything like that. So I am curious to put it to the test and actually see for myself, because like I said, I have 2 now. So the other one is still in the box. So if I don't like this, and this is going to take me a long time to go through. So we'll see, but I think I can do it. We'll see how it goes. I think it'll be good. I think we're gonna do just fine. I'm gonna do just fine. It's gonna work well. I'm going to enjoy it. And yeah, that's it. 21 days to create a habit, they say. So we'll have to see. Okay, so that is it for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys all later. Bye.